survival of the richest. You heard me right. Not survival of the fittest. It's survival of the richest. And we're gonna get down to this because we gotta figure out why all these billionaires are buying up these bunkers. But let's get down to it.
Pete Hegseth, co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend, is here. Now, Pete, I think that some of these bunkers are bigger than the houses that you and I grew up in, but you've got a bunker, and that it doesn't surprise me to hear that. What kind of bunker are you building out there?
A very simple bunker, Brian. And I thank Griff for the shout out. I don't have billions of dollars to build a bunker. Like most people, not a lot of disposable income with lots of kids. So you do what you can. The house we bought came with like a cellar bunker, tornado shelter type thing. So we're trying to modify it to be prepared. But all I'm really trying to be prepared for, Brian, is a grid down situation. I don't know if the zombie apocalypse is coming. I don't know if war is coming.
Huh? Did this sir just say a grid down? They preparing for a grid down. Is does that mean that it's gonna be something electrical going on where the lights is out? Is he trying to warn us about something? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Cause I done seen Rick Ross done bought a bunker. Then I seen Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook and Instagram buying up building a bunker up in Hawaii. So I'm trying to connect the dots and figure out what's going on. Why all these bunkers? What are these billionaires keeping from us? What are they not telling us? Is something about to pop off? As this sir right here just said, grid down. He preparing for a grid down. I don't know what the lingo that is for, but we finna find out right now.
I don't know what's going. All I know is that when the power goes out, whether you're in Tennessee or New York City, life changes. Within 48 hours, the whole world's different. Within 96 hours, we can't even predict what the world would look like, what our society would look like. So where are you going to get food? Where are you going to get water? Where are you going to get power?
That's true. All it takes is about 90 hours for everything to collapse. I'm talking about everything. Where people just going insane. We talking about the type of, y'all ever seen Purge, the movie? The movie Purge? Where they purging, the government give them 1 day to kill. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen that movie Purge or The Purge, y'all need to go watch that. Because it sounds like something like that about to pop off or something. I don't know. They just used the new coded street code language called grid down. And we trying to figure out what they mean by that.
How you going to get off the island of Manhattan if you want to get off? Or how are you going to go get to your family and friends? Do you have gasoline? Like, to me, it's more just a mindset of having the essentials for 5, 6, 7 days. And then if the grid's really down, well, then maybe only the billionaires survive at that point.
It's funny, growing up, my grandparents...
Hey, he just gave another code. Maybe it's just the billionaires that outlive because they're the ones that can afford these bunkers. They're the ones that can afford food, ammunition, because you need ammunition, the gun to protect your family, If anything go down, you need to know how to defend yourself. You heard that? So get in line, get correct, and get prepared. Because they've been giving off these little codes, snippets of codes for a while now. I might have to just go get me a bunker now. Yeah.
Parents had a bomb shelter, and it was really fun to play in it. I never knew that it would be like a serious thing that we'd actually be talking about, Pete. On that note, I want to stick with this theme, but it was interesting that the CEO of that company said that they're seeing a little bit of an uptick as well in areas like Los Angeles, right, where it's a lot of crime that's increasing and people are focusing on security. Do you see that as sort of like another secondary business for these guys?
Big time. Well, that's a huge secondary business, the idea of safe rooms where you can go should you be. I mean, think about places where
They're talking about safe rooms too. They must have watched the movie The Purge for real because in the movie The Purge, he had a safe room. But that safe room wasn't even safe. They still penetrated that safe room. They penetrated his house. They penetrated his safe room. And they eventually got to him. Yeah, he thought he was... The thing about The Purge in the movie The Purge, he thought he was invincible. Because he's like, I'm the owner of the security company. I know how to secure my house. And it turns out there's always someone that know how to decode and hack your system. So they hacked his system, got into his defense, and eventually got to the man, and he eventually ended up dying. Yeah, that's how it goes. I don't know. They might release the purge on us. Grid down. Mayday, mayday. Grid down. Prepare yourself.
The rule of law barely exists. The police forces have been thinned out. The 911 reaction time is minutes, tens of minutes when it used to be a minute or two. What are you going to do if there's a home intruder? First of all, a lot of these places you don't even have a Second Amendment right. By the way, I listed food, water, and everything else. Before that, you better have the ability to defend yourself,
That's
a firearm
right.
and ammunition, because if things really go sideways, that's what you're going to need to protect yourself. But yes, bunkers, safe.
And if you don't have no firearm and no ammunition, your ass is grass. You heard me right. If you don't have no firearm and you don't have no ammunition, you need both for it to work. If you don't have any of those two, your ass is grass. You're done. Finished. So prepare yourself again, because these billionaires is bunkering up in a goddamn underground bunker with food, livestock, animals, books so they can read for months just in case they get stuck in there. Shelves full of books, money, some ammunition, some firepower, and some water. Gotta have a water system in there.
Rooms, weapons. Hey, we can laugh about it, but if something changed, it's going to be the folks that are prepared that are ready to go. It's not a conspiracy. I think it's real life.
Let's get to something a little more fun. It seems that President Trump is going to be doing a fundraising. It is a little more fun. At least it'll be a party and not the apocalypse. But he's going to be doing a fundraising event in Palm Beach this weekend. He wants to try to raise $43 million in one night, compared to that $26 million that Biden brought in, by the way, when he was flanked by former presidents Clinton and Obama on each side, who really were more of the draw. But also, Charlie Gasparino reporting that billionaires like Ken Griffin, for example, might be donating to Trump as well. You want to see not only the grassroots.
Shout out to Ken Griffin. Again, shout out to billionaire Ken Griffin. Salute. Donating to good old Trump. Only he can take the country forward. Shout out to Ken Griffin. I might have to get Ken Griffin number on the line too, just in case I might need some donations. Shout out to Ken.
Grassroots side of this, but the big donors get behind him, Pete.
Yeah, a billionaire bunker or give $1 million to Trump. A lot of people are deciding to give to Trump. I can see what happened here. Joe Biden needed a lot of help from celebrities and former presidents to raise $25 million, and Trump was like, nope, mine is going to be bigger, and I'm going to do it at home. Okay, we're going to do it at my house. I don't even have to go to Radio City Music Hall, just my house. And so he's going to...
I'm sorry, sir, but it ain't looking too good for Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe, he look like he about ready to go to sleep and retire. I keep telling you, the last episode before, I told y'all, he need to get thrown in a retirement home. Sleepy Joe's over. It's done. He might as well just go retire. I've seen Sleepy Joe more at the beach than in the White House. Just being honest. I done seen Sleepy Joe more at the beach, catching that tan, that good old tan, than in the White House. Handling these politics to get these border crises under control. Sir Biden, no, it's time for him to hit retirement. Put him in a retirement home, hit him with retirement. That's it. Salute to Ken Griffin and salute to Trump.
Going to do it at Mar-a-Lago. They're going to raise almost twice as much. The billionaires are going to make their way over to Trump, even if they didn't like him, because the alternative is the chaos and the economy that we've seen under Biden.
Yeah, it ain't looking too well. I keep telling you, it ain't looking too well. The economy is not looking too well, Biden. It ain't looking too well. Too many crises going on up in here. We got the migrant crisis. We got the organ trafficking crisis. We got the crisis where what's that other crisis? The housing crisis. God damn it, how many crises is we gonna get? Enough is enough. Nah, enough is enough. Put the red man in office, take the blue man out, and get to business close this border, get this migrant crisis under control, get ICE, call ICE, hit up ICE, tell ICE, hey, wrap them boys up and throw them back into their hey, all right now. Man, I love you guys. I thank you guys for tuning in with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn that bell notification on. I love you. Thank you for rocking with me. Salute.